Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bears 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way. And you're both...
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go, son.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
West right, sit. Delta. Alpha.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. Pickett completes this one to Pickens. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Off play action. Pickett finding Pickens for another catch. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Pickett sets up play action. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he'll go down And the Bears get there for the sack. Jervon Dexter. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. Being chased out left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Gets this out wide to Pickett. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball. 2nd down, here's Pickett. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Hey, Angel. You got a mini base. Alpha, let's go. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Ken. EQ. Extend. 11.
To throw is Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That's right. Hey, never mind. Monday. Alpha. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Don't jump,
and how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
That's right. No mas. Chip slant.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Matter. Hey, Ken. Delta. Hey, Ken. West right, zip. Delta. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw, Pickett. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They hand this off to Harris. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 34, Bears nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win. That. There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for Chicago Bears.
On first down, Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Hey, 551, 550, go.
Back to throw, Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
You got a mini base tonight.
To the air again, Fields. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Tonight.
Play action. It's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At about the 32. Harris will start the drive out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
For the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy. Hey, Ken. EQ. Tonight.
Throwing again is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Barkley inside handoff. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Steelers 41.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That good for 19 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
There's Mooney with another catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's got his target. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.